Hello, happy Monday. How are we all feeling? I am Jane, for those of you who have stumbled across me and don't have a clue who I am or what I'm going to chat about. I am a mindset coach. I talk about all things mindset with a little bit of manifesting in there as well. And today I'm going to talk about how you can use pockets of your time to transform your life and to, do all the things that we're told are good things to do, but you may be thinking, how on earth am I going to fit those into my day? So stick around, subscribe, like, share, and let's get into it. So as you can tell, just before we start, I am not in my office today. I'm sat in my lounge room. I'm on the floor and propped up against the sofa. It's school holidays and my girls have taken over the house. I'm not complaining because I love it when they're here, but it does make working a little bit more difficult. So I've resorted to coming in here. Anyway, as I was thinking about that this morning, and as I was thinking about what I was going to talk about this week, that kind of plays into the whole theme of this video. I always go out. You'll have seen on my channel prior to this, you'll have seen I talk about my millionaire's walk. I talk about meditating, and I talk about personal development, audible books, personal development books, all those kind of things that we do to help ourselves up level, and also subliminal messages. And I was out on my millionaire's walk this morning and I was actually doing 3 things at once. And that got me thinking that I should literally tell the world about this, because there are an awful lot of things in the manifestation, mindset, mindfulness kind of sphere, the world. You might hear us all of us that do this kind of stuff for work, you'll hear us talk about sit and do meditation, go for a walk, move your body, do some exercise, listen to personal development, up level your mind, subliminal messages, which is the one that I talked about a couple of weeks back. You'll hear us talk about all these things and all these techniques. But if you are new to this and you are listening to all of this stuff that you're having to do, you might be totally overwhelmed as to where you're going to find the time, right? The majority of us who need mindfulness, who need mindset work, who are looking to change our lives, are so bogged down in the busyness and the feeling like there's a million things to do but not enough time to do any of them. We're not into self-care in a big way, even though we should be. We don't have the time for ourselves. We don't put ourselves first. There's so many other things in our lives that need doing that we're last. And so if you listen to mindset coaches and you listen to people that are telling you, you need to meditate, you need to do personal development, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to script, you need to journal, you need to do all of this stuff, that just adds to your overwhelm, right? That just adds to the sense of desperation of, I don't have time to do any of this stuff. I don't put myself first anyway, so I'm not going to do it. And so as I was on my walk this morning, doing about 4 of these things that I actually ask you to do all at the same time, I thought it might be a good idea to actually come on and explain that, so that you can see that there is time and you can do this stuff without much really having to change, or without you really having to carve out too many pockets of time in your day to do it. And so what I mean is, I go on a walk every single day without fail. If I am alone and I have time, I will go out and I'll walk in nature, and I'll walk around and I'll do my millionaire's walk, and I'll go to the posh houses, and I'll go to where there's trees and grass and flowers and birds and all of that beautiful stuff that makes me feel good and grounded and calm. If I don't have time for that, I've got a treadmill in the garage, and I know that I am ridiculously lucky to have a home gym set up in my garage and to have the treadmill. But that is that I use it. I use it a lot, and actually it's probably one of the best things that I ever bought for myself, because it allows me to do my exercise, to go for my walk, whether it's raining, whether the kids are here, whether I've only got like 10 minutes of, like, 4 times a day, whatever it might be. That treadmill allows me to actually still do my walk. And so I do this walk every single day. I go out, I go in, I go to the garage, I go outside, whatever it is that I might do, but I always, without fail, go for my walk. And I always have, even when I was down on myself, even when I was at home with no direction and newborn babies, I still used to take them for a walk. So I've always done my daily walk. And this morning, while I was walking, I had my earphones in. So I was listening to my subliminal messages, because, as I said a couple of weeks ago, I'm doing this for 30 days. So I'm still here. I'm still listening to them. I'm still doing it. So I had my earphones in. I was listening to my subliminal messages as I was walking, and I found myself in a meditative state, because the subliminal messaging has music, right? And so how it all works, for those of you that haven't watched that video, is it's like soothing spa music. It's like meditation music. And within the music, there are hidden affirmations with regard to my perfect body, my perfect weight. Weight loss is easy. I'm releasing weight. I'm doing this. I'm fit. I'm healthy. I'm toned. I'm all of that stuff. I can't hear those affirmations, so all I can hear is the music. And the music is designed to relax you, to make you feel calm, to make you feel energized, and to get you into this kind of meditative state, which is why a lot of them are designed to listen to at night while you're asleep or while you're relaxing. It's like spa music, right? When we're having a massage, if any of us actually do that, it's always got this really relaxing, lovely music. And that is the music that's in my subliminal messaging that I'm listening to. So I was killing 3 birds with 1 stone this morning. I was out for my daily exercise. I was listening to the subliminal messages, and the music and the tone of the track that I was listening to was putting me into this meditative state. So therefore, in my one thing of going for a daily walk, I actually did 3 things that I am doing within my life that I like to do to make me feel calm, to make me feel grounded, to make me feel attached, to make me feel in tune to my intuition, to make me feel good, to raise my energy, and to make me live in this mindful state that I like to live in. So literally 3 things that you might go, oh my God, I haven't got the time to do that. I haven't got the time to do that. Find the time by combining the techniques, combining the tasks. And therefore you won't be so overwhelmed with it, and you won't get so anxious about, when am I going to do it? How am I going to do it? When am I going to find the time? Because I'm combining them all together. And so now, because I've done that, I don't have to listen to my subliminals again. I can if I want to, because that's the kind of thing I can play in the background of my day, or in the car, or, as I say, while I'm falling asleep. I don't have to meditate again today because I've already done it. And this is what I say about finding the time to use these techniques and do these techniques. It doesn't have to feel hard, because it's when it feels hard that we just discount it and go, oh, I'm not going to do it. It's too hard. It's too hard. I'm not going to do it. So if you can find a way to fit these things into your life, into the things that you do daily, you won't even notice that you're doing them. And yet you will be. And so therefore you will be calling in all those good feelings and all those good thoughts, and actually living in a more mindful state without really having to do anything much different apart from fill those little pockets of time that you are having and you're spending in your day anyway. So an example of that could be, if you don't exercise daily, maybe you don't go out for a walk, I'm pretty sure that most of you will find some time at night when you're sat on the couch, vegging out, watching Netflix. Well, instead of watching Netflix, have your earphones in, listen to your subliminal messages. You can still have the TV on, you can still zone out, and you can still look to your family and to your partner and to whoever's with you. To all intents and purposes, you're still watching Netflix zoned out on the couch. But instead, you're using that time to better up-level your mindset because you've got, your meditative music on, or instead of sitting on the couch watching Netflix, use that time to go for a walk. Use that time to go and sit in your garden and ground yourself onto the earth and listen to a personal development book. Use the time in your weekend that you would be lying in potentially and not getting up quite so early because you haven't got to go to work. While you're lying there with your extra hour in bed, pop your earphones in. You're not doing anything else anyway. Pop your earphones in and use that extra hour in bed to listen to personal development, to listen to meditative music, to listen to a guided meditation, to listen to a subliminal message track. Use that time. And actually, that's a brilliant time to do it, because while you're in that half awake, half asleep, sort of relaxed, sleepy state, your subconscious mind is so open. It is so receptive to taking on the things that you're trying to give it in that state. Pop your earphones in at night and sleep with an 8-hour meditative track going. Use that time, use those pockets of time, use the 8 hours that you're asleep doing nothing to train your subconscious, to work on your subconscious, to actually change your life. There's always pockets of time. There's always places. And if you're not feeling any of this stuff that I'm saying and you're going, well, that's too hard, I can't do that, I'm not going to do that, that wouldn't work for me, I can't sleep with earphones in, I don't want to miss out on my favourite show, they are excuses, because they are times that you could use. And once you get honest with yourself, and if you're making those excuses, well, then this stuff is not actually that important to you, because if it was, you would find that time, you would use the techniques that I am trying to tell you about here now. So that's, a bit of tough love, which I don't like, because I'm not a tough love type of person. I believe that, we all do what we want to do in our lives, and I was that person back in the day that took no responsibility for myself and used to tell myself on the daily that I didn't have time to do this stuff. And while I was telling myself I didn't have time, I didn't change anything. And while I didn't change anything, nothing in my life changed. And so I've been there, I've been that person, and so I totally get it if that's where you are now. But I just want you to take on board what I'm saying. Just try it for 7 days. See how you get on. See if you can give up your favourite Netflix show just for 7 days. See if you can sleep with your earphones in just for 7 days. See if you can find time to go for a walk, or get outside and ground yourself in nature. Just do it for 7 days and see how it feels. And then I promise you, the more you do it, the more you'll realise you do have the time, the better it'll make you feel, the more it will become a habit in your daily life, and the less it will feel like you're doing anything anyway, because it just becomes second nature to you. So that's what I wanted to say today. I'm sorry for the tough love. I don't like doing tough love. But maybe it needed to be said. Maybe that's what some of you needed to hear today. Anyway, that's it from me for this week. I will see you next week, hopefully back in my normal space. If not, I'll be back here again with my couch behind me. I'll see you then. Bye.